All right, guys, there's a lot of channels like this. There's a lot of people like me. None of them are right like me. So hit the subscribe button, like the content, and leave a comment down below. That sure helps me. Thanks.
What's going on, believers? Guys, there's a lot of videos right now with people asking you the question, can Shiba get to a penny? And the question that people are asking about that is, can they become billionaires off of Shiba Inu by making it go to a penny? Well, if you're asking the question, then the answer is probably not, because you can't hold and you have a nervous sentiment. If you didn't have a nervous sentiment, then you would be trusting in the process and you wouldn't be asking a question like, can it go to a penny? But guess what? I'm going to answer that question for you today. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.
I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways.
All right, guys, the market has a lot of bearish sentiment right now, and SHIB is trading at 4 zeros, 23.81. So, in order for SHIB to get to 1 cent, that would require a 500x from where it is right now. And is that obtainable? Well, the answer to that is probably no. On its own, a 500x would give it a $650 billion market cap. And just for clarity, Ethereum currently has a $350 billion market cap, and everything is built on Ethereum. The market cap for Bitcoin right now is about 750 to 800 billion, depending on the way the wind blows in that hour of the day. And the total overall market is $1.85 trillion as of today. So just mathematically speaking, it is impossible for Shiba to gain a penny unless you start to account for the supply. And when you account for the supply, the question becomes, how do you reduce the supply? There's no burn mechanism that's built into Shiba. The burn mechanism was a brand new thing. So you have nothing that's really burning other than people who are contributing and voluntarily donating to the burn wallet. Now, why would you just throw your SHIB away into a burn wallet? Well, because it drives the price of everything else that you're holding in Shiba up. So is that enough? Well, you have to look at how much Shiba is there, and the pooled amount right now, if you look at it, is 443 billion. And there's just absolutely no way that you're going to get there. That's a 500x again. That's 600 and something billion dollar market cap. But if you reduced the supply and cut the supply in half, then if the market cap bears it out and the interest is still there at a $13 billion market cap, you now have a 4762 Shiba, because when you have half the supply, you're just going to double the 2381 that you have right here. It's just a simple mathematic when you have a specific amount of a token. So can you get Shiba to a penny? And the answer is absolutely. It can absolutely be done, but it's going to take a little while. And on that topic, Shiba has announced a burn portal. Moving on. Guys, I don't like filling up your screen with technical nonsense and jibber jabber data that doesn't mean anything to you right now. I want to tell you exactly what it takes to get Shiba to 1 penny. And a 500x, it takes more than a $13 billion market cap, or it could take just a $13 billion market cap with a diminished supply that supports 500%. If you cut out the supply by 100%, which means that you reduce the circulating supply by half, then that's a 100% increase. So you have to reduce enough supply of Shiba to get yourself to a penny, while at the same time understanding that as Shibarium comes out, as you start to see ShibSwap take off again and start to become more relevant to a lot of traders, as it starts to pair more product, as little things start to happen and as the ecosystem starts to develop, you will see supply continue to diminish. It's now deflationary, so it's always going to go down. But the amount that it would take right now is astronomical and is not reasonably possible through any mechanism other than spending billions of dollars on it. And spending billions of dollars to reduce the supply isn't going to produce billions of dollars in revenue. So this is a long-term play. You should have about 30 million right now. That's about 600 bucks, I think, on the market. So I don't think it's a whole lot. You can get 30 billion or 30 million Shiba, and then imagine this: if it ever goes to a penny, then that's going to be worth what, $300,000? Like, that's a pretty good amount of money that you would be able to make off of just a very small amount of Shiba. So it makes sense for you to make the investment, and it makes sense for you to wish it to get there. So there are things working. Burn Portal, we don't know enough about Burn Portal yet to know what it is, but people are not just going to throw money at it. Now, the other hand shows this: at $3 trillion, which is when the market was at a high, Shiba, by its value alone, was about 5x from where it is right now. Being about 5x from where it is right now puts you at about $60 billion market cap. So maybe, just maybe, we can go from that springboard right there, and then when you see it, you only have to have about a 200x from that point. So it's all going to come down to burn. So if you want to see Shiba hit a penny, then you better be ready to create some burn, and you better be ready to invest in whatever it is that people are doing to cause it to burn. For example, Shiba Radio. That has a burn mechanism built in. So find places where Shiba can be burned. Use Shiba in your daily life to burn it by purchasing things using Shiba or donating Shiba to the burn wallet. There are plenty of things that you can do. If you want to do it, then that's on you. But that's how you get to a penny. That's the easy way. That's the hard way. It's all wrapped up into one. It's the only way that Shiba gets to a penny. Guys, it's not financial advice. Take your profits on the way up. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And remember, I'm always right. And I don't want to kill you with a bunch of data. Have a good day, guys.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining